All right, wanted to walk you guys through the rebar process. We've dug out the foundation hole and built forms and reinforced the forms, and now we're going in for rebar. So I wanted to show you the setup for that. Got our 10-foot number 4 rebar, which is 1/2 inch. I got this nice stop block over here, so I know how long it's supposed to be. And so what I'm doing is come in with my nice angle grinder, and I cut at this spot right there, which is at 7 feet. That'll give me a 36-inch piece and a 7-foot piece. And then what I do is I got my 7-foot piece right here, and it slides in this channel, goes down to the stopping block, and that's at 3.5 feet. And then you see my angle here. What I do is I bend from the middle, it's got a pivot point here, and I bend down until it matches this line right there, which is 15 degrees. So you take it with your hand and just pull it until it's at the right angle. A little bit more, like that. And now it's at 15 degrees, excuse me. Yep. And then you come over here to the foundation footing, and you can see some of the other ones I have installed here. And we're doing 3 pieces of rebar. We got these nice chairs that hold it up at 3 inches, which is nice. And now you can see the pieces bend perfectly around the corner here. And so we've got 24 sides to our structure. And so you can see all the way around here, we got quite a bit of rebar left to go. And then these wings will go all the way halfway around the circle. So this is a 30-foot diameter circle main room, and then an extra 10-foot radius on that for the extra wings. So total house size about 1,400 square feet. So tying these together, so you can see we have the last time saw that there was just that gap, so I cut a couple short pieces of rebar, bent them to the same angle using the same process, and those will go in here. And then we're going to tie all these pieces together and tie them to the chairs also, so they don't go anywhere. So this is what a tie looks like. There's 2 little loops. It's very easy to bend. And so what you do is there's also a tool. It's just a simple hand tool. It's got a swivel on the back, so you can see it spins around. And so you hook the 2 loops together and then spin it. See the 2 loops? Just hook those 2 loops together, and then you spin it right up. It's nice and tight. There you go. You just do that all the way down the line. All right, show you what I did. Each of these vertical posts need some support so that they stay vertical. And each one is tied to the rebar, and each one is all tied together. So when it pours, it's a single unit. And I'm finally done.
Here comes the concrete truck. Huh? Don't throw that, okay? Getting our footings poured. First step.
Look, Ember's in there helping. Poke, poke, poke. She's getting all the air pockets out with Mimi. Poke, 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 poke. With her stick.
The second truck was the first one. We ran out of concrete. It's the sides load out. Got up this little spread of snacks.
Ren, what are you doing? All your hours of playing in the sand prepared you for this day, didn't it? What about you, Ember? You're doing it too. Good job.
Ren, you helping Daddy?
Hey, Ren, thank you. All right, so once we got all the forms up and let it cure, we pulled the forms down and pulled out all the wood so that we could start installing the drainage around the outside and inside of the footing. All right, so I wanted to walk you through what I had to do here. We pulled the forms off of the footings, and I got to put a drain line in, so this piece of ledge is right in the way. You can see our 4-inch pipe's not going to fit there, so we got our hammer drill out and nice stone cutting bit, drilled some holes in a nice line, and then took the straight chisel to start the crack, get to the critical crack length, and it'll split it right in half. So I got all the feather and wedges in there, and next step is just a slight tap with the hammer, and you go around like that. And go nice and slow all the way around. You come back in with a cold chisel and tap in between these to try and expand that crack all the way around. And before long, the rock will be in half. Show you what it's like when we're done. I wanted to video another part. It's getting close. And when you get close, you can actually hear the difference in the tapping of the wedges. Oop, you missed that shot. So, just been going around slowly, and taking my chisel, and going in between. And I was hoping to get this crack on video. Oh, you hear that? Starting to crack, and you can see the crack starting to spread. So we've reached the critical crack length of this crystalline structure, and now we just have to spread it all the way around. And the crack, if we did it right, should follow the one that we started with the cold chisel and put these feather and wedges in that crack. And there you go. Split in half, you can see. Now it's just going to take a little detail work to spread that out, and we'll have no rock anymore. I'll show you that when we're done. All right, pulled all the feather and wedges out, And now you can see it didn't go perfectly down the line, but pretty close. And you can see there, once I pull that out, let's see if I can do it on camera here. Now we got space for our drain line, which will fit in right here. And it doesn't have to be down there, so that's fine. We're gonna put some crushed stone in here, put the drain line and cover that with crushed stone, and it'll go all the way out and then over there to the trench that isn't built yet. And we'll tie all of the inside drain that'll go on the inside of these footings right into this drain line. This is, we're gonna use this for a couple things, but primarily the inside drain, and that comes along this trench here and goes out there, and that'll go around those big rocks out there. And when we put the leach field in right here, we'll have a nice sloped embankment down, and this will keep all the water from getting into the leach field, and plenty of space for the septic water to just leach out and go down the hill. So there you are, split the rock. Now we can install the drain. All right, so we got the stone in. Now we're gonna install the drainage pipe. So you can see here, we got the drainage stone underneath the pipe, and got it all the way around, and it's all graded. So the low point was back there. And oops, I don't need that in there. And all the way around. You keep going all the way around to the high point right over here. You can see it's just barely below that footing. We'll get the drainage pipe in, and then we'll go around both sides, and the drainage will catch all the water coming from the ledge that's right there. Catch it before it gets in the house, and once we get that down, we'll do the drainage on the inside of the footing. So here we go. All right, so we got the drainage pipe in, both inside and outside. Goes all the way around the circle, ties in on the inside to the drain pipe that goes out, and hauled with buckets, a bunch of stone to keep it in place, so that when we get the excavator out here tomorrow to move that, we'll bury the whole thing, and it won't move around on us, won't float, and it'll stay in the right spot. So the only thing I did wrong is I didn't get a cross here. I've got the T, and I want to cross because I want to have that drain pipe go all the way towards the center of the circle to come back out here, and then that follows out there, and this drainage pipe comes all the way around from the high side over there. You can kind of see it, and it's sloped all the way down. There's the rock we split, and comes around the side, ties in over here to a T, and then this is the low point, and from there it'll go out and meet up with the trench to drain out around the leach field. So there you have it. We got the drainage in, and we're ready to fill it, cover it with stone. Got most everything cleaned out of there so that we can get the rest of the stone in there, and then we'll be ready to get the stem wall forms up and pour the stem walls, and then pour the floor, and we'll be building with wood finally. Sick of this concrete and metal stuff. There you have it. Drainage is done. All right, so we got the excavator up and started moving stone around, and then we hand graded it with shovels and rakes, and this is what it looks like now. Now it's time to get the stem wall forms up.